I'm super excited because I have actually decided after 15 years of using Redken Shades EQ that it was time to switch things up.
Let's go, let's lead, let's hit, let's go. Holy hit, let's go, let's go, let's go.
So I am going to be switching not only my color line, but also my hair care line to Keune. It's Keune. They're a company from the Netherlands, and it's supposed to be a lot more natural. They have a lot more regulations and things that they have to go through in order to get approved. And so it's like a, more European company. They have a lot stricter guidelines on releasing products. So us as stylists, we are using chemicals every single day. That's what we're working with when we're coloring hair. And there's not really anything that's super organic or natural on the market that I feel like actually works. So I just want to go as clean as I possibly can with still doing a really great job on people's color. I want my clients to be happy. I want full gray coverage still. I want to lift the hair. I want to lighten it, gloss, tone, all of the things. So I still want all of those options when I'm doing hair, but I just want to keep it a little more cleaner. So that's why I'm choosing to switch to this line, and I'm really excited to try it out on all of my clients. I've already been trying it out on a few clients, a few of my friends, and obviously my sister. So I've got a little bit of a feel for it and how the lightener lifts and then how their glosses tone. I'm going to be transitioning out all of my Shades EQ, and I'm going to be introducing all of the Keune color. So I'm super excited for this transition. I feel like it's just more of a higher end kind of line. Shades EQ just feels so juvenile to me now, honestly. I guess I've just been using it for so long, and I just feel like it's not consistent anymore. I've just been having some experiences with Shades EQ lately that haven't been the greatest. I just feel like it's not as consistent as it once was. I'm getting blotchy results. I'm getting not enough pigment, too much pigment. It just doesn't seem consistent anymore. I used their level 10s on my sister's hair, which I'm gonna be doing on my hair as well next time I color my hair, and I'm so excited to try this out on myself. So anywho, I tried out their level 10s on my sister. I used equal parts 10-2 and 10-17, which I'll show you their chart. My goal for today is to give you kind of a little easy, quick chart to look at and, consider if maybe switching to a different color line is a good idea. And I've got my order here. So I've got 2 huge boxes of color and retail products and everything that I'm super, super excited about. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna unbox all of this. There's a bunch of stuff in here. So I did their big intro kit, and then I got 50 tubes of color. So their colors are in tubes instead of a liquid consistency for their glosses, but it's a 2-to-1 ratio, so it thins out really well, because I was a little worried switching from a liquid to a cream, how that would go, but since it's a 2-to-1 ratio, it works out. When you shake it up in the bottle, it gets the perfect consistency. This color line smells amazing. I mean, these are little details that I love. When they're permanent color, when you mix it up, it's pearlescent. There's it's a coconut based color, and so I don't know if it's the coconut in there. I mean, I'm a coconut girl. I literally am obsessed with coconut. Even their bleach doesn't have a harsh smell. I've only tried the cream bleach so far. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the cream bleach. So I got 1 more of these. So my sales rep dropped off some samples, which you can look into different color lines, look into your distributors, look into who's delivering to your area, obviously. Ask them for some samples of, a line that you want to try. They'll usually drop off full-size samples. This is a full-size bleach. And she dropped this off with the developers and a few of their gloss colors and then a few of their permanent colors. And that's what sold me. I tried it out on a few clients who were yeah, sure, I'll try something new. Obviously, I'm not gonna do it if I am unsure of what to mix, but the color transitions were pretty straightforward, honestly. Tried it out on a few clients, tried it out on my sister and then a few of my friends too, and I am sold. Like, I'm obsessed with this line. That's why I wanted to make a video. I just wanted to kind of walk and talk you guys through how to like transition your color line in your small studio salon and how to go about like converting the formulas. All those things is going to be in this video. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and let's get into the rest of the video. I don't even know where to start. There's like so much to go through. So I'm just going to get it all out and then I'll kind of talk about what I got, and then we'll go into organizing my cabinet and kind of talk about the colors a little bit. Right now, I am starting with just a few products. I'm gonna like phase in all of the Kuhn styling products. I'm not gonna carry every single product, but I definitely wanna carry a few that I know my clients will buy. I know they'll be like really good sellers. Right now, I'm starting with the dry shampoo, this root volumizing spray. This is a spray that you spray in before you blow dry. And then a blowout cream. This is a lightweight prep cream that gives you a little bit of hold, a little bit of shine. The cool thing about this cream is that you can either blow it out or let it air dry. So I thought that was a really good option for my clients. And then the Ultimate Blowout has a little bit more hold than this one. And I like how on the back of the products, they have this little diagram to show you how much hold versus how much shine you're gonna get with each product. And then obviously this is the volume spray. So that's got a good amount of hold and a little bit of shine. And then the dry shampoo has got a little bit of hold, no shine, because we are matte with the dry shampoo. And then this one I think will be a really big seller for my clients. This is their flexible hold hairspray. It is a lightweight hairspray, little bit of hold, little bit of shine, and I think this will just be like a really great everyday hairspray. They do have a firmer hold, but I'm just starting with this one and the dry shampoo and then a few styling products. There's another couple styling products that I did order. They're on back order right now. So just gonna kind of phase these in, and then as I get new products, I'll put them on the shelf and see how they're selling and see how my clients like them. And I also want to be using these on my clients while they're in the salon so that they get a feel for how it's gonna style when they use it at home. Frank is still with us. I promise he's fine. He's about to take a little nap. He just got fed. It's okay, baby. Just making baby noises, you know. This is all of the shades EQ I currently have. It is a lot. And then those are my permanent colors. I don't do a ton of permanent colors, so I don't keep a lot in stock. I do some root touch-ups and things like that, so I keep a few colors in stock. But down here is like all my low light, darker colors, and then these are like my level 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna have to transition out all my shades and transition in all the new color, so I'm super excited about this. Every distributor has different rules. In this case, I ended up getting their intro kit, which was 50 colors of their semi, so I got to choose 50 tubes, and then in exchange, once you purchase 50, I can trade out 50 of my Shades EQ for 50 more of their semis. So I thought it was a great deal. I bought in and got their intro pack, which came with a bunch of extras in addition to the 50 colors, and then I am gonna trade out these and get 50 more colors for free. So it's actually a great deal, and most beauty suppliers will do something like that for you. So just check with your sales reps, ask the people that work there, and see what kind of deal they have. We're just gonna go for it. I'm gonna start by taking out all of this, and then I'll organize the new color in my cabinets. I still have a lot left. Okay, it's literally no rhyme or reason. I just chose 50 bottles of color. So this is what I have left after the 50, which it's still actually a lot. Okay, maybe I should go about this a different way. Okay, I mean, I don't know what else to do at this point. Where am I supposed to put all this? Like, I'm not gonna throw all this out. Do I list it on Facebook Marketplace? No, that's a horrible idea. How I'm gonna organize this is I'm basically going to, with my permanent color and with the semis, I'm gonna put the new color behind everything and organize it kind of similarly to what I have going on right now. And I'll just try to use up what I can. Like, I don't want to waste a bunch of color. I go through it so quick anyways, so I'll just try to use up what I've got and then slowly phase in the new color, because I can't just I'm not just gonna throw this all out. Like, there's no way. So I'll just put everything behind. I'm probably gonna have to take this big acrylic organizer out. So this is gonna take me a hot minute, and I don't really have that much time right now, so I'm a little stressed, but this has to get done before my busy work day tomorrow, because I cannot work like this. I have to have it all organized and put away, and I have nowhere else to put all this stuff. So it's now or never. We're getting it done. I am getting it organized one way or another. I've been procrastinating this, and I just need to get it done, you know? Just need to get her done. Right now, for my permanent colors, I'm using the Joico Lumishine Youth Lock, and I'm switching to the Kuhn Tintacolor. That's their permanent line. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. I really only do neutrals, so I'm switching out the 4NN to 400. I don't do really anything other than neutrals with my permanent color. I know that sounds so crazy, but I just have a handful of clients that get root touch-ups. So I have level 5, level 4, level 6. I have, I think, some higher levels too. I gotta see what I ordered, but kind of what I keep in stock is just a few things, that I don't do that many permanent colors. So this is low light colors, and I have all my like level 6 and below down at the bottom here, and then my permanent colors right here, and then the new permanent color, and then the new low light colors, and then just some extra developers. And then up top is going to be anything from a level 7 to a level 10. So I'm going to take this stuff in the back out, and I'm going to put in all of the new tubes of color behind there. Organize all of these. So got all of these levels, and then these are the colors that I've already used. So these were again the samples that my sales rep dropped off. So I've tried 1017, I've tried the 102 and the 817. So I'm going to show you on their color chart what the numbers mean. They don't have like Shades EQ, like it's like, you know, 10P, which is pearl, but in this color line, the numbers mean a certain thing. So like number 2 is pearl, number 1 is ash, 2 is pearl, 3 is gold, 4 is copper, 5 is mahogany, 6 is red, 7 is violet, 8 is mocha, and 9 is green. So that's kind of their, get out of the picture. So this is their coding chart to kind of like figure out which colors are which. So I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna kind of like organize my tubes behind the corresponding colors on Shades EQ, just so that my brain can kind of like wrap my head around, you know, switching the color lines. So I'll start with level 8 because I'll start there and then I'll go. So I've got level 881, which is mocha ash, which I figure was like kind of like the 7M line, like kind of just like a cool like level 8. So I've got 881, got a couple tubes of those. I got level 72, which is 7 pearl, which I felt like would be a nice cool level 7. I do have a lot of clients who like a lot of cool tones. I have clients that like warm tones too, but I just don't have as many clients that like the warmer tones. I am buying for my clientele, so I kind of know what colors I want to get for my current clients. And that's what I would say is the best advice for if you already have an established clientele and you're changing color lines. Like, only buy the colors and only stock the colors that you know you're going to use. You don't need every single color in a color line. You kind of just need what you know your clients are going to get. I mean, if you're in a season where you're taking on a bunch of new clients and you don't know what they're going to get done, then maybe you would probably need every color or something like that. But for me, I've been doing hair for like going on like 14 years now. So I've got an established clientele that I'm not really accepting any new color clients. I'm only accepting like new highlight and extension clients. So 7.2 is the pearl in level 7. Excited about that one. 7, and then I have 718, which is level 7, number 1 is ash and number 8 is mocha. So I felt like this would be kind of replacing my Shades EQ 7M, which I normally use a lot of. It ends up being a really great low light for clients. So I figured this would replace that color. Now level 8, I already said I got 881, which is mocha ash. And then I got 822, which number 2 is pearl. And then I've got number 817, which is gonna be ash violet. So this is gonna be really pretty for, I have a lot of clients who get highlights on dark hair. So anytime you're doing highlights on dark hair, you know you're gonna pull warm, which is why I have a lot of like level 8 and level 7 cool tones, because my clients like those cool tones. Ash is gonna be the primary color in this formula, so it's 1-7, so ash violet. Violet is number 7, so it's gonna be 2 parts of ash and 1 part violet. So I've got that one. Kind of is gonna replace 8V in Shades EQ. So 817 in my head is gonna replace 8V. And then 822 that I just said was Pearl Pearl is gonna replace like 8VB, I think. Like, okay, so now on to the level 9s that I got. So let's start with 927. I got 3 of these, so that is level 9 Pearl Violet. So I felt like this was gonna replace like 9P. I normally mix 9P and 9V a lot, so this is 9 Pearl Violet, 2 is Pearl, 7 is Violet, so I feel like that'll come out really pretty for my level 9 toned clients. I've got 971, which is Violet Ash, which will probably replace, you know, obviously 9V and be a nice cool blonde. 932, which I like how they have their boxes. So like this is on the warmer side, so it's gonna be a gold box. All of the cool tones are in either a silver, blue, or like purple box. So I really like how they kind of have that visually for me, especially like just kind of like seeing that that's like, oh, that's a warm color, that's a warm box. So this is 932. 3 is gold and the 2 is pearl. So I thought that this would replace my VG. So I use a lot of 9VG in Shades EQ, which is violet gold, which I feel like gives you that perfect mix of like cool but warm. If you want warm tones in your blondes, because that's gonna reflect more light, it's just gonna look brighter. If you're too ashy or too cool, your blonde can look really dull. So that's why I like to balance it out with the gold tones. So I thought that this would be a really pretty color to do that. That is all the level 9s that I got, so we'll get into level 10. Level 10, 3-1, and this is Gold Ash. Again, I felt like this would be a really nice like balance of cool tones and warm tones. I feel like this can definitely replace like 10GI. I feel like 10GI is a really nice mix of golden and cool tones. So I feel like this 1031 can replace Shades EQ 10GI. Then I got 1017, got 3 of these. Now this is going to be, number 1 is Ash, number 7 is Violet, level 10 Ash Violet. So this will be a really nice, pretty, cool toned blonde. This is gonna replace 10T for me. Maybe even also 10NA. So put this one in here. I'm really excited about this one. 10-2. And that is definitely, obviously, going to replace 10P, which I use a lot of for my clients. So number 2 on the chart is Pearl. I got 10-7, which 7 is Violet. So this is just gonna replace like 10V, which I don't even think Shades EQ makes, oh, they have a VV. So I have 10VV in here. So this will replace that. And then last but not least, I got a couple of these. I'm really excited to try these. These are essentially add-ins that you can add into any semi-permanent formula. So I got champagne, honey, and silver. I'll show you what these look like on the color swatch. So these are called their glazes. So it's gonna be right here. And so these are all the options that they have. I got honey, champagne, and silver. And these are just basically pigments that you can add in, like a concentrated pigment. There's no level to them. So there's no like level 8, level 9, level 10. It's just the color pigment. So I'm excited to play around with these if I have a formula where I'm like, oh, I just kind of want like, you know, level 10V, but say I want to add a little bit of honey in it, like a little warmth. I'll just put like a little squirt of that. I'm really excited to play around with that because Shades EQ does not have any kind of option like that. So I think those will be really fun to add in. And I only got a couple of them right now, but I am gonna get more of these. I'll probably get the soft pink, I'll probably get the beige, and then maybe like the silver lilac or something. I just love how organized this looks back here. You can't see from here, so sorry if this video wasn't super aesthetic, but I love how organized all the boxes look versus like the chaos of the shade CQ. I'm just like loving this new aesthetic, honestly. And then the bottom shelf looks really good. Everything looks so nice. I'm so excited. And nothing is really strong smelling as far as chemicals go. Their glosses smell amazing. Like they smell so good, and so does the color. I'm really excited to just like simplify my formulation. I feel like Shades EQ has gotten a little out of control with how many formulas they have. I find myself mixing like 4 tubes to make like one person's formula, and I just don't feel like it needs to be that complicated anymore. I'm just kind of excited to simplify, have less color options. I mean, there's only so many colors you can add in somebody's hair. So I'm really excited to simplify and switch over to this new color line. I'm also really excited about the developers. I just kind of really love the aesthetic of their developer bottles versus like what I've got going on here. I've got like the Lumishine, and then currently I use the Joico Blonde Life Bleach, which is what's left in here, but I'm just gonna like literally use up what's left in here on my clients because I'm not gonna waste. And then I can take out all these old developers and put in these new ones. And I think I'm gonna store them on their side. So I just put in Sharpie, like I just labeled them. So I've got 10, 20, and 30. And I really love that, like I said, you can use their 20 volume developer with their permanent color as well. And so you can use this with the permanent color in addition to using it with their lightener. I like how it's not different. Like with the Joico, I have to use a different developer for color than the Blonde Life Bleach developer, which I have labeled this color with stars on it because me and my mom brain, I don't want to grab the Blonde Life 20 volume when I'm mixing permanent color. So I have this labeled for myself. Anyways, and then this is obviously the Shades EQ developer. So I'm excited for all this to kind of not be bulky anymore. This feels really bulky now to me versus like these developer bottles. I feel pretty confident in my transition. I feel pretty confident in like, you know, converting all of my clients' formulas to their color line. So I'm excited to try this out, and I will update you guys in a couple months or so and let you know how I'm going with the transition. The other thing that was included in their intro kit was these After Color shampoo and conditioner. So this is what those look like, and they came with some pumps, so I'm going to set these up. It's a pH of 4, so obviously it's on the acidic side. It's going to close down that cuticle, make your hair feel amazing and conditioned, lock in that color that we just did, and send your client home with like beautiful hair. So I'm excited to try these out, and I'm going to be phasing out all of my shampoos after my sister moved in. Like this is her shelf on top here, and then I have this bottom shelf because I'm shorter. I love how slim and sleek these bottles are. I'm like obsessed. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you beauties in my next one. Bye.
Let's go, let's hit, let's go. Holy hair, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I don't even know where to put this color book. I want to like put it up behind like the mixing area here. I would love to like put it back here, but I don't know. Shit. Again. Okay. I'm really clumsy, you didn't know. Let's not break everything. Get it together.